Welcome to the Manga Sensei Channel, where every single day, 365 days a year, I talk about Japanese kanji. And today we're going to be talking about 3, as in the 3 lines you see before you. If you've watched the previous 2 videos that I've released, as I release one every single day, you will notice that I have the first on 1 line, then 2 lines, then 3 lines. Unfortunately, this pattern does end by the next video that I'm going to be showing you. However, today we're simply talking about, as you can imagine, 3. 3. Now, you may think when looking at this that this kanji has or is made up of 3 ones. And you could think of it that way. However, this kanji is made of its own. But before we get into that, let's talk about the readings. The first, of course, is the on reading. The on reading is san or zo. Now, when reading sang, I say sang because I'm from Nagoya, or close to the Kansai area, and that's the pronunciation variant there, simply our accent, not the way you read it. But san, I'm sorry, or zo are the on readings. Now, these readings are usually used when compared or compounded with another kanji in the same word. If the kanji is used by itself, you would use the kun reading, as you see down below. This kun reading is mi or mi. Now, the mi there with the little pause at the end is because the following sound will be added or emphasized because of that small tsu that you see down below. If you're not familiar with hiragana or katakana, please check out my website where I have free downloadable PDFs for you to learn the hiragana and katakana under the 30 days tab. Now, let's talk about the etymology. If you look at this kanji, you can see that 3 has 3 distinct lines. Makes sense, right? However, if you look a little closer, you'll notice that the lines all have 3 different sizes. The middle one being the smallest, followed by the top, and then the bottom being the longest. This helps us understand that this symbol is its own symbol, and it's not being just 3 ones thrown together. Most likely a long time ago it was. However, we've abandoned that thought pattern, and we're now using this. Now let's talk about some common words and jukugo. Jukugo are words that are kanji compounds. And while we'll talk about one of those today, we're also going to talk about a basic kun reading. Now, the first one we're going to talk about is third day, mikka. Now, if you notice when I say that they're mikka, mikka is that there's a little pause, mikka, and that little pause allows you to emphasize the secondary particle, secondary hiragana symbol. So, mikka is the 3rd day. So, if your birthday is the 3rd month and the 3rd day, so if your birthday is March 3rd, then you could say 3月の3日です, the 3rd of March. Now, if you do something 3 times, for example, if you have 3 strikes, for example, or swing 3 times, that's sando. Sando, as you notice, is written in katakana because it's using the on reading. Just like sanji, which is 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock in the afternoon or 3 o'clock in the morning, depending. With that, though, we'll talk about today's mnemonic. Now, though these 3 readings are different before we get to that mnemonic, it is important to understand that san is a lot more common than zo. I rarely have ever seen zo, and if you don't remember zo, that's not a terribly big deal. But mi and mi are important as well as san. In order to memorize this, today I have a mnemonic for you. It was zo-san. Think of it as a name. Zo-san. San is like the suffix for sir or Mr. or ma'am. And then, and mi, as in like myself. It was zo-san and mi. So if you can remember zo-san and mi making 3, then you can remember this conjugation, or not the conjugation, this kanji. I'm just stuck on san, san. With that, I will end the video. Thank you so much for paying attention and joining me on this wonderful, exciting kanji thing that I'm doing now. I really appreciate all the wonderful support we've had so far. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel, and hit the little notification bell if you can. Thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Until then, remember, after 10,000 mistakes, you become fluent. So, let's make mistakes. それじゃあ、また明日。